Those apparently are too long, so I'm splitting these up. I'm going to separate the first video here, just my general trading setup. I'll do the options 101 as a separate video because YouTube won't allow me to upload it because it keeps saying it's too long. Anyway, again, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not responsible for any losses you may incur. This presentation is for educational purposes only to help understand the basics of trading and options. You are responsible for your own risk management, etc. This is me. My name is Baird. I am a 38-year-old. I'm located in Chicago, Illinois. I'm originally from Sherman, Illinois. It's a small farm town, 4,100 people. I am not born into money. My education, I have a BA in Business Admin from Eastern Illinois University, home of Tony Romo. Professionally, I've been a business development director in sales at Groupon for 7 years, trading for 6. What got me into trading was penny stocks. I looked at the weed stocks back in 2015. My friends hyped them up. Didn't make any money. Cryptocurrency did very well. Rode the bubble up, rode the bubble down. What this taught me was learning what a bubble looks like and how to take profits. 2018, I got into leveraged ETFs after crypto got rather boring. Leverage ETFs were fun. They showed me the power of leverage with 3 times bear and bull ETFs. Traded commodities. It was a good time, and then I moved on to options with even more leverage. I'll tell you more about why I trade options in a second here, but I just want to show you my basic trading setups. So what I'm using, all of my charts are going to be from TradingView. I think this is the superior charting program. If you use TOS, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to use just the basic one in the Webull, there's nothing wrong with that. I've been on TradingView since I started trading crypto. I just think it's the best platform out there, and I'm used to it. I trade options from my phone. I'm using Robinhood, and it's on my phone because that's what most people use here. I also have several other accounts. I have a Fidelity account I use for shares. I have an Interactive Brokers account, which was my first account. I use that for futures now and for day trades. I work off an old MacBook Air. You don't need the most advanced computer in the world to do this. You don't need a $4,000 gaming computer to do this. It's just a basic 2014, I think, MacBook Air, maybe 2016, I don't know. I use one monitor. You don't have to have 4 or 6 monitors. Everything I do is from a single monitor. It is a 34-inch ultra wide. It gives me a wide view, able to see a lot of market depth, and it allows me to have another screen up if I choose. The indicators and studies that I use, most of these are off. Generally, I trade on Elliott Wave and Fibonacci levels. The very best tools that you can use are manual tools that are not automated. Reason being, these are great. However, if all these just worked, everyone would make money. We know that's not the case. 90% of new traders fail, about 10% of people make money. The ones that I do find value in though, VPVR is volume profile by price. That'll be off to the right of my screen. I'll show you in a second. Volume by time is on the bottom of the screen. Moving averages, 8, 15, 20, 50, 200. RSI is probably my favorite one of all these, maybe besides the volume. You could spot divergences on RSI, meaning that it is the peaks or the lows are different from the candle peaks and lows. If we are making higher highs on the candles but lower highs on RSI, often it's time for a pullback or even a reversal, depending on the time frame. RSI is great. There's tons of videos. Watch them. I use MACD primarily for weekly and daily. It's not that valuable on the lower time frames. It'll cross over and over and over and over. I don't know. It's just better for long plays. So my chart layout, this is it. RSI here. MACD, again, I don't use it too much. Volume by time down here at the bottom is showing you how much volume was exchanged during certain brackets of time. This looks like the 1 hour time frame here. So these are 1 hour candles, 1 hour volume bars. Volume by price, off to the right side, shows you how many shares were exchanged at these price levels. These are good. You'll notice that if we have a void, oftentimes if we get to when we can slip down through that, meaning there's just not a lot of price support. There wasn't a lot exchanged here, so it can move up and down through one of these voids rather quickly. Moving averages, you can see here, the biggest one, the thick green, that's my 200 moving average. I think that's an industry standard. Everybody uses that. If you don't use a 200, you might use a 180. I just prefer the 200. Purple is my 50. That's a good one. Also really good on the 1-day candles to spot a 50 candle moving average over a 200. And when those cross, it's called either a death cross, or I forget what it calls when it crosses back above. But generally that can signal a change in direction. The blue here is my 20, the 8 is my 15, and the thin green one is my 8 candle moving average. When you zoom in, you can see more or less where we're bouncing on these. Sometimes the smaller time frames are a little bit more helpful, or the daily time frame. Again, this screenshot was from a 1-hour time frame, but you can see, we held this moving average till it dipped below it once, came back above, we dipped below it twice, barely above, and then we stuck under them. Generally, when we get below the 15 and the 20 is when we will trend down. When it pops back above the 8, it will bounce between the 15, the 20, the 20, the 50, etc. and so on. These here are pivot points. I don't use them that much. They're there on this screenshot, but I usually just turn them off. Let's see. The Elliott waves. This is an Elliott wave. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. Again, those are manual. Oops. You're not going to find how to plot those in any indicator or study. You're going to be plotting those yourself. Fibonacci levels. This one's a retracement. We started at the bottom. We went up to the top. So the levels that we could potentially bounce at on the way down. 618 is our strongest level. That is where this bounced at the time. And as you can see right here on the RSI, it looks like as we bounced there, we were flat on RSI, meaning there was a divergence. The candlesticks made lower lows, while the RSI did not, indicating that we're due for a bounce or maybe a change in direction. From there, it jumped up above the 8 moving average, 15, 20, hit the 50 and rejected back down. Don't know where this is at now. It's Clover, it's not current. This is just a screenshot. Hope that helps with the basic layout. I'll do some more videos on how I trade options and what I do, but I just wanted to share that. Thanks.